and welcome back to my Let's Play of Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. Hey, we found a new campfire. Who is it gonna be? I don't know. It's a new person. Yep. Where the four winds dwell.
You been in California long?
Yeah, a little bit.
Years for me, but they still call me Okie.
Annie Okie.
I came west when our farm stopped growing anything but a crop of dust. But when we got here, there were so many others here before us.
Yeah?
Maybe you've got less need behind you. I hope so, for your sake. Anyway, you know any good spooky stories?
God damn it, I don't have any spooky stories. Leatherman, story, Quinn's adventures. That's not really spooky. Fuck that news reporter. It sounds like a spooky story. Taking the soul of a drunkard. God.
Did you get that tearjerker out of a magazine?
God damn it.
Traps? The whole world's a trap.
It's a trap!
For something to go wrong. Something
I want
always
something
does.
hopeful, something funny.
You spilled a gallon of cream you meant to sell for groceries. Your mare takes sick. Hail kills the
Well,
harvest.
don't spill the cream.
Banks and the landlords pretend that was your fault, like you did it to yourself.
You spilt the cream, but you...
It's so long since I last chuckled, I'm not sure my mouth can do it anymore. Can you tell
I
me a
think I
story
can
that'll
do
make
that.
me laugh?
Yeah. I love this story.
Give me a
Yeah,
moment just to
that
catch my
is the
breath.
story that'll do it.
Heaven?
Baby, you're all that
can
I
see
want.
heaven right
I
across
want.
the road, but
When you're
can't
lying
get to
here
it.
in my
That's the
arms,
worst.
find it hard to believe.
Some of us
we're
found the
in
Los Angeles
heaven.
police waiting when they got to the California border. Had to go back unless they could show $50 in cash.
What? That makes... How does that work?
The only people who could come in were the ones that didn't need to.
Of course not.
We should watch tragedy close.
But how?
Remember,
What?
Learn it.
That makes
Never
no
turn away from it. Tell me a sad story, will you?
How about I'm not going to, and I'm going to
After we've
leave
been
because
here
I
a
opened the
while,
eye.
My husband wanted to go back to Oklahoma. But I knew there was nothing for us there anymore. I said I wasn't going back there to starve
Doesn't
to
seem
death.
like there is.
So he took the girls and went without me.
Wow.
And now, I'm going my own way. Down the road this way, actually. to the
Going
next
down
job.
close to Mexico.
On
It's
and
not... It's not Mexico.
What
It's
about you? Where are
Mexico.
you going? What are you leaving behind?
I am leaving behind the trail of a man who bet with a wolf and lost. Yep, I see your campfire. Honestly, if I can piece together your story, so I think I'm good on all this. It's not long before you've seen every symbol of this cruel, beautiful place. Palm trees, the sea, oil wells nodding in the fields. Some sidewalks leak tar, sun beats down, and this light, everyone's gorgeous.
In this plaza, jacaranda trees nestle among adobe structures. The man sits in the shade of the largest one, plucking notes on his guitar. Wind rustles
pluck
the
that
branches
string,
and
boy.
stirs up sounds of shouting, truncheons on flesh. An old woman fanning herself looks up at the noise.
How about I just listen to the music?
Is mournful. In the song, a man bids a
Oh.
tearful farewell to his wife and son as he's rounded up and
Wow.
forced onto a train to a country he has never seen.
That is a dark song.
When the last notes
Then again,
fade,
this whole game is
only
one big
sound is the
melancholy
wind
story.
sighing through the jacarandas.
The lingering voices of the rep in Los Angeles. But yeah, we're done here for the moment. There's another story to be told. Why not? Anything fun?
The strains of ragtime
The Showgirls.
rise from an almost tuned piano. At the bar, an older woman, dark-haired and striking, toys with her cigarette holder.
Well, I do need a scary
Hope you
story.
don't need lodging, the bartender tells you as you sit. The hotel's haunted.
It's a pack of
At
cigarettes.
that, the woman chuckles. The bartender leans in. This was a long time ago. Woman lived on the 5th floor. Real fancy lady. They say she was...
It's.
He
I
breaks
smoke a
off,
pack of Marlboros
glances
a day.
over at the smoking woman. I shouldn't say in mixed company. The lady laughs. Oh, go on. Her
This doesn't
smile
seem good.
is sharp. Well, she had a lot of boyfriends.
Oh.
The bartender hedges. One of them.
Well,
was
I
real
wanted a
jealous.
scary story, and I think I
He
found one.
murdered her in a jealous rage, and her ghost still haunts that room. There's a maid who saw the ghost with her own eyes. The woman catches your
Of course
eyes and smirks.
Of course they did. The woman murdered by her lover. So where does that fall into? Ooh, the Johnny Appleseed story is... Oh! Yeah, I think I'm gonna swap that, thank you. That lighthouse story's kind of weak. Suspicious cave. No. Think I'll keep Rose's story there. Keep little Ben's story there. Yep, that's what we needed. Keep Ray's lament. That's okay. The Leatherman story is open. No, that's okay. Brother who saw one another. Creepy Mill in Boston. Murdering twins. That ought to be a good story. No, I want to keep all those. Those are okay too. Most of my weapons are fine. The time you were told to leave town. Alright, you, there with the face. Yeah, I'll keep you. Again, that's fine. Yeah, no, my stories are locked pretty good, I think. Didn't even think to, Oh, San Diego, neat. It's about as big, actually, which is bigger, San Diego or LA? I want to say San Diego is bigger than SF, but, and yet we just made it into a small city, like, what the hell? Sure, why not? Ooh, may as well. Been a while since I've upgraded one. Bar is crowded with people from every walk of life. Businessmen, young men in muddy overalls, and a crowd of girls in slinky dresses. Preparing the blood alcohol content for a night on the town, but it's a squat, sharp-eyed man in the fedora who catches your attention. He launches into a wild story about the street in Washington, D.C. lost for 100 years. Halfway through, he stops, recognizing the look on your face. You know this one? You think you tell him the story about the strange street lost in time in D.C. That's it. I think I like mine more. So that's why I'll keep telling it my way. Let's get another round and do a competitive test on the other folks here, shall we? By the end of the night, the whole bar agrees. The new version is better. Might be because your new friend bought them all drinks. Maybe. The street in Washington, D.C. lost for 100 years. Like, do tell.
The railway was a fast route between two towns, but the oil which promised to make each town rich was never there. The track died fast.
Birds.
The citizens, like the bird, survive on pickings.
Yeah,
The
that sounds
vulture
about
gouges
right.
at a cow's jawbone, a piece of paper trapped under the skull.
Sure.
Emotion disturbs the bird. takes off with an air of disdain. The buffalo is long dead. There was no meat left.
Well, yeah.
It lands again, not far across the track. The note tears as you pull it free.
So what was the bird gonna
I can't
do?
wait longer. Ran out of food. Mary, I can't wait longer. Ran out of food, so had to hunt.
Huh.
I hate it. I said we'd leave for a new life, but not one like this. Guess you
So who am I
changed your
gonna...
mind.
Who am I gonna
If
find?
you still want to marry me, I'm going north. I love you. The rider did not make it far. Some 200 yards across the track is a body on its back. It stinks. Marks in the dirt indicate someone tried to move it.
Why?
Its arms
Why would you
are
move the
folded
dead
over
body
its
in the
chest.
dirt?
A once white handkerchief has been used to cover the man's face. The clothes at the front are bloody and torn where they've been pecked by birds. There's
dear.
no obvious wound that hasn't been inflicted after death. When you roll it over with your foot, the killing blow is obvious.
Yeah, that
Blast
sounds
to the
about
back.
right.
It's short range.
Damn. Damn, people are jerks. Yeah, may as well search.
He's parked his car by the side of the road. A luxurious
Oh,
black thing.
Neat.
Waxed so that it mirrors the
What
stars
you doing
in
there,
the
partner?
sky overhead. The desert dust doesn't seem to stick to it.
I think he's enjoying his
You find the driver
fascinating trunk, but what the
alone.
hell is that in his...
Retrieving something from the trunk.
Well, what's it look like I'm doing?
He asks, as though it's obvious. He doesn't sound like the
So
outcast driving
then-
on the road west. He has the
He
cold
far from home.
tones of an educated New Englander. The pointed feet
You're a
of the
dick.
tripod dig into the coarse sand, hoisting his telescope heavenward.
Not the stars, friend.
His tone is
Oh.
obviously irritated, but unable to mask his glee at correcting your misapprehension.
Looking for a planet.
Yeah, I
There's a ninth
remember...
Orbiting far beyond Neptune.
I remember when I was a kid, freaking
Nothing yet.
Pluto was a
But
planet.
we all know it's out there, waiting for someone to prove it exists. And once you can prove something exists, you get to name it. Can you imagine? Naming a thing that every generation hence for all time will remember you for?
He's looking for Pluto. I don't know if you'll find what you're looking for out here, but sure. Oh, the 80, neat. That's my freeway right there. Well, I found that lady out here. Yep, hi.
I'm from a long line of people that moved on. My grandparents
Doesn't
came from
sound like
Germany
it.
because they had to. My husband's parents came west to Ohio, then Missouri, and then Oklahoma.
So it sounds like you just keep
My
moving.
husband didn't have the courage for it in the end.
Of course he
He'd
didn't.
rather drink and die than fight and live. I've had a hard day.
Yes, I
You
do,
know
as a
any
matter of
hopeful
fact.
stories to cheer me up?
Yes, I do. In the Queen of Cups. That is the story.
Thank you for sharing that one. I feel a
Oh,
little better now.
I remember
I
chapter
haven't
2
had family
is a
since
tricky
they headed
one.
Back to Oklahoma. The way I see it, my husband killed them. Heading back into the dust the way he did.
Probably.
I fought him as hard as I could. But he snuck the girls out of our tent one morning. And they're gone now. Anyway, know any good hopeful stories
I
to
think I
share?
got another one for you.
I could sure use one.
I believe it's... Yep, a worker's paradise. Where the eyes opened. Yep.
That's a good one. I'll try to remember it when I'm out in the fields.
Well, looks like I did it.
I used to think if my husband would study at night and learn how to use a radio, he could have a different job.
How would that have
Paid
helped?
better. We could go anywhere. But he was always too tired to study.
Oh, of course it was.
I've had a hard day. Do you know any hopeful stories to cheer me up?
No, because I've already opened the eye.
California isn't what they told us. It gets cold here at night, same as anywhere. And the people here weren't happy to see us coming.
Of course they
spend
weren't.
all day hungry while we're picking lettuce and apricots. Abundance all around. But we don't dare touch it. And there's no more west to go. I'm headed this way to the next job.
Guess you're going.
You say
Yeah, I
hello
guess you're
if you
going
cross
back
paths
east.
again, all right?
I could do that. Yep. I managed to grow your story in Bertha's displacement. So I need the one with Bertha's story. That's what I need, right? Damn, that is a lot of story. Ah, thank you. Perfect. And I think that's Rose's story up there. Yeah, so I think that's what I'll do. I'll go to her story up in Vegas, and then I'll cross the river over into Arizona. I think that would work pretty good. We found 10 people, so we are making progress. We are getting there. And everybody's at... Ooh, forgot I can upgrade a story. Even if I don't use it, having an upgrade is always helpful. This man reads the newspaper with barely contained doors. Grimacing spreads wider and wider and wider as he makes his way down the page. Suddenly his frown cracks into something with a little more amazement. Whoa, he says. He reads out a story about future Boston where taxi rides cost $20. You're shocked. It's the story of a taxi which shows its ride as the future, but with some bits changed. Do you think this really happened? Sounds like nonsense to me, says the stuff they print these days. Where taxi rides cost $20. Sad thing is that's about right, but yeah, I think that's her fire up in the distance there, so... But that'll be where our journey takes us at the start of next time, but that'll be for then. So in the meantime, though, if you liked what you saw, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.